Hello and welcome back to Medieval Minecraft. Basically the show where I'm building medieval stuff. I'm just laying out the groundwork for this. Because this is going to definitely be a big structure. And this isn't even half of how this is built because I still need to add cobblestone around it, as well as somewhat of a cobblestone road and towers to it. This is going to be huge because this one actually expands from here. It's pretty much going to go out to here. This area probably... this mountain thing I'm actually probably going to need to build around. Not by much though. Probably just going to cut it away there and add 3, 4 or so blocks between getting there. I'd probably build it about here. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad because I can actually I can use this road and follow it along here. And we'll see. But for now, I'm actually just going to be building out here and following that area. Ugh. That double grass is actually kind of annoying me. It's placing blocks when it shouldn't be, or where it shouldn't be. And it's also not as easy to get rid of. There we go. Trying to keep this as even as possible. Can't make this perfect, but it really doesn't need to be. In fact, it looks more natural being less perfect. Because, well, some buildings can actually be built by people with just slight terraforming. Walls don't tend to do so. I'm going to bring it out to here and actually start work on the first tower. I have to converge these though. Luckily this isn't too much of an issue. I do have to at least mostly build this wall before I can actually start work on the tower, just because I need to make sure it's the right size. to raise it one more here. Now that one really didn't matter, but doesn't matter. You know, this is actually one of the fun parts, just because the defense is always a little bit more fluid, and I guess it's just more enjoyable for me to build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This might be... yeah, it should be fine. Yep. To each their own. For me, I just enjoy this. As well as these little increase areas are actually pretty easy to deal with, especially with oak stairs. It fluidly actually works pretty well. And this outer wall piece actually doesn't have that much of an issue either. Some of those bumps don't always look as nice. You can adjust that if you want by doing that, but it really doesn't matter. In fact, actually that doesn't work for it, because this needs to happen at each one of these. Oh, it needs to be down one, but regardless, you get the idea. Personally, like the way this structure's built, because this is one of my favorite wall structures, just because in real Minecraft it's actually pretty defensible, as I've probably said before, and it just looks nice. It also fits into a standard wall type as well, but for now I'm just going to be using this one, since this is at least somewhat of a large city or capital. And funny enough, this is actually this structure's it just reminds me of Oblivion's capital city, Imperial City, as well as Coral, which is actually my favorite city in Oblivion. It just reminds me of the outer walls. Though they didn't have it on both sides, except for the Imperial City. Or maybe they did. I haven't played in a very long time, so Probably should at one point. Because it'd probably help with me building this. It's always good to have something to go on. And there we go. And this just gets covered with the wood. Well, it's already starting to feel like a city. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like the North Star. I don't see any other stars there. And yeah, that actually... I have to remember where the... So I think it's supposed to rise in the west and set in the east, but I don't know if Minecraft changes that. Or I might just be an idiot. I can't remember. And there we go. Now you can just imagine what this would actually look like if you had to make it in survival. It'd be kind of killer. There we go. Structure is actually pretty well. Okay, yeah. It's supposed to be like that. But it has to raise one anyway. Again, I can always adjust it. But these, the towers themselves have to be placed in a specific order because these are, yeah, just the way the battle mets work. The towers have to link up to when it's actually increasing or going up. Otherwise it doesn't work properly. And it doesn't look as good to me, so I don't have to do that one. doesn't look as nice there. In fact, actually, I am going to do that adjustment just to make it look like it's supposed what it's supposed to look like. There, now it actually looks decent enough. There's also another way you can actually do this outer wall completely through the bottom layer. It really doesn't matter, but I kind of like the spike look of it. It just looks a little bit more defensible. Regardless, spiders can't get over it. It also partially saves on resources if you're doing this in survival. So I'm all for it. In fact, this is one of the structures I wanted to build during my almost vanilla Minecraft, which by now you've probably seen. Maybe. Not sure. I haven't decided on how I'm going to upload these. If I'm going to upload them all at, or release them in sets of sets of 2, or if I want to release them in 2 different types of videos, etc., etc. I'm putting this all the way down, but I'm actually going to fill this in. It doesn't hurt regardless. And since there's no creepers, I don't have to worry about that. Though this is actually pretty creeper resistant. Add a layer of obsidian in the middle and it's perfect against creepers. Enderman can't steal the wall, and it looks cool. Let's see. I'm about 1/20th of the way there, or even less. At least on the outer perimeter. I haven't even filled it. This is one of those things that, I mean, it's going to take many episodes to finish this if I'm going to do this straight. And I don't know if I want to do that. Because I'm pretty sure people don't care to see someone building a wall all around the entire perimeter of one area for like 20 episodes. But I had a wall that was a lot bigger and a lot thicker. I think it was about 5 blocks wide. It had a different pattern which actually went out 2, and it was almost like a in fact, actually I could probably show you. I had it out like this, went in 1, and it came out, so there was 2 layers in that, as well as something like this. It was something similar to that, only, no, it was actually like this, and had this at the base. And while it looks nice actually when it's completed, it is still a pain to build it, and I don't really have the time or patience nor the video time for this. I mean, each one of these building medieval Minecraft episodes is what, like 40 gigs of recording space. It's pretty big actually. This is probably the last one I'm gonna do before I start rendering, because I mean I can't do this all night. It does, however, look very nice once it's fully built. Or the wall will look nice. It's got these spikes as well. Oh. Well, regardless. I can actually almost start with the tower. And the tower is actually going to be 15 blocks tall. So about twice the size of these walls. And they're pretty big. To say the least, they are pretty big. And no, I'm not counting out every last one of these, I'm just kind of building as I go. Because if I counted out, I'd be driven mad quite quickly. Ah, actually, this is perfect. A tower can be made right here. And that should be fine. And from a distance, this would be... It would look a lot better from a distance if it was fully built on this side. Basically, it's gonna look like that from a distance. I just want to make this last part of this before I start making the tower. Can you stop double clicking? Nah, my mouse pad is moving. I use a mouse pad because otherwise I tend to wear through my desk. There's actually one spot where I didn't have a mouse pad for like 2 months, and I mostly wore away all the surface coating of the wood. I'm currently using a Dux Unlimited mousepad. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think it was like this, like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here. Is that about it? I think I'm good. I wasn't paying attention for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's good. This is going straight to the ground, so I don't have to worry about that as much. It's okay if the towers go straight to the ground, because that's pretty understandable. And 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as it's in the end on a stable plane for this, it should be fine. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. There we go. That is the first tower. And really what I'm just going to do is probably just fill this in mostly. Probably won't fill it in completely just because it's kind of an annoyance. Because the only one that really requires to be filled in is this top layer. Where's the pig? Is he in here? Huh, I can't break blocks like that. That's interesting. Did he fall down here? Nope. Might convert this cave into something though. Ah, there you are. Just don't want a pig annoying me. I guess a stone tower floor would actually be fine. But yeah, till next time, if you like what you're watching, subscribe. If not, oh well. Have a nice day. I probably need to do some rendering. Otherwise, this is going to be taking forever. But yeah, have a nice day.